Welcome back to Kilimo Faida. I'm still your host, Biki Mani. Remember to hit the subscribe button, notification button, and share because we need to bring on board as many people as possible into farming. It's the best career you can ever choose. As we continue with Juncao grass, now I believe all of you want to plant Juncao. And then you're wondering, how do I propagate? How do I harvest? How do I store after harvesting? That's why you have to keep glued until the end. So welcome back, Bwana Wekesa. Yes. And I would like you to tell us more about propagation. How do you propagate this grass?
Juncao is propagated through stem cuttings. After mature grass, which takes about one year to 1.5 years, is ready, it is cut into 2 internodes. The 2 internodes are planted at a spacing of 2.5 feet square in between rows and column. So planting majorly, if you are a large-scale farmer, you are using a tractor plow, you can use a ridger, then you measure between the lines spacing of 80 centimeter, which is approximately 2.5 feet.
So how do you ensure good yields? Yes, it's a high yield of 180 to 200 metric tons, but what is the farmer's contribution towards those yields?
Yielding of Juncao depends on the spacing. You must have a proper spacing that is required. That's a 2.5 feet square. For 1 acre, it will accommodate 7,000 pieces. So if you plant one acre for 7,000 pieces, then be sure that by the end of the year, you will have harvested up to 180 metric tons for that year.
So how about the fertilization? Does it require the normal planting fertilizer, or is it manure, or does it just grow without any nutrition added?
Water and good soil is important in order to achieve the high yield of Juncao. You see, when you are doing Juncao in dry areas, you must do irrigation. Without proper irrigation, you cannot attain the 180 metric tons. So you must do irrigation, you must apply fertilizer. Basically, you must top dress. After every harvest, you must top dress with manure. Manure is the best, or alternatively, you can use urea and DAP. Yes.
Most of the farmers have been these people, they buy the best breed of something and then they plant it and leave it. So I think it's very good that you have advised our farmers that it's always good to ensure that this grass, if you're doing it in a dry area, to get water and top dress after every cut. Now, what time does it take to mature for feeding, and what is the right time to harvest?
When you plant Juncao, for the first harvest, you must wait for at least 3 months. The first 1 month, we give it time for germination. To germinate, it can take up to 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. That's when it will start germinating. Then after germinating, it's a process. In order to develop the leaves, it needs sun rays. So for the first 1 month, we cancel that. First harvest after 3 months. Then after harvesting for the first time, there will be subsequent harvesting of every 2 months. That's when the crude protein will be very high at 18.6. But you must not exceed 2 months for subsequent harvests.
How is the reception of this grass to animals? Is it palatable? Is it something they enjoy eating? Or maybe according to observation and the demos you're doing in different areas, what's the reception of farmers, or like the feedback you're getting from the farmers?
Juncao grass is highly palatable to livestock. It can be fed to chicken. Yeah? Chicken enjoy very well feeding on Juncao. To feed chicken, 1 acre can feed 1,000 chicken for a whole year. you must have specialized machine with special sieves that can crush the Juncao into powder that is fed to chicken. And then again, Juncao can be fed to fish. Yeah, you can feed fish. If you are a fish farmer, you have your fish pond, you can crush the Juncao leaves into powder. You feed your fish for 1 acre. You feed 1,000 fish. Yes.
So how about goats? You feed them as pasture only. Does it require special preparation?
No, Juncao you can cut directly from the farm and you either chop or you feed them directly.
Thank you. Now, how about preservation? After you have harvested and you have a lot of it for future purposes.
It's good to preserve fodder because their time changes. There reaches a time when there is total drought. Other farmers may need fodder from you, so it's good to prepare the silage from Juncao, or you can alternatively put them somewhere that moist place, free of water. You can preserve that also.
What is your process of making silage, and at what age do you prepare your silage? And after cutting, do you let it maybe first wither, or do you cut and do the silage? I can see the machine there preparing and baling. I don't know if you're doing for your purpose or it's commercial.
Uh, for us, ours is for commercial. Juncao, you can cut directly. We always cut directly from the farm. We crush, then we bale immediately. We don't give it time to dry up because the animal requires the water component in the grass.
Do you add molasses?
Juncao itself, it has sugar components in it, so we don't add any additive. It's natural. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. What is your advice to? I know many farmers are watching you. What is your advice to them based on what you've heard from the farmers who have experienced this?
To farmers all over the world, I encourage every farmer to venture into new technology. The world is changing, and we must also change. We must also move. Whatever people are doing, technology is changing. Now Juncao is here with a different technology. With Juncao, you can develop mushroom production, make money from mushroom, and again make money from fodder feeds.
I can see you invested very well, 50 acres. It's amazing. Many farmers are at 1 acre, 2 acres. Yes. Is your farm open for farmers to visit and maybe learn from you?
Yeah, we are open to every farmer. You see, fodder in Kenya is very low. Production of fodder is very low. And we as a Juncao family, we cannot accommodate the daily needs of livestock all over the country. That's why we are encouraging every farmer to come on board. Let's teach you how to develop Juncao, get your stem cuttings, so that by the end of the year 2024, we are talking of excess fodder. And if we have enough fodder, we have enough food. Yeah.
In Africa, which are some of the countries which have adopted this Napier, which a farmer can use as a reference?
Juncao has been used in over 108 countries. In Africa, we have Juncao in Kenya, we have Juncao in Tanzania, we have Juncao in Rwanda. Currently, Rwanda have begun production of mushroom. So, as an example, farmers from Rwanda are experiencing the goodness of Juncao. And from next year, we shall start mushroom production through Juncao.
Amazing. We are here, we will keep tuned until we see the production of mushroom. And I believe we have to accept the new technology. What are some of the challenges that you faced when you've been introducing this idea to other people?
We have experienced major problems. For us, we are in commercial business, so we must have large tracts of land. It has been a challenge to acquire land all over the country. Uh, Sometimes we get land, we drill boreholes. After 2-3 months, the borehole dry up. So that's a major challenge that we have faced so far.
Have you faced the infestation of maybe some insects as a result of the changing climate?
Yeah, when we started this farm, the first plantation, it was invested heavily with armyworms. Yeah, but lucky enough, we managed, and if it affected every farmer. And lucky enough, by God's will, we went through that. We passed that, and now here is Juncao.
Now, in Kenya, many farmers are already interested in planting and starting this venture, and others already are in need of the baled silage. Yes. How is your accessibility across the country and East Africa in general?
For farmers who are interested in Juncao, wherever you are all over the country, we do deliver the stem cuttings. It's just a process, you pay and we deliver. For those who need silage, we are available. You can visit us at in Nakuru County, Rongai constituency in Kampiamoto area. We have ready, fresh, nutritious silage from Juncao. So I encourage everyone to come and experience the difference. Yes.
One last one. This a project that is intending to not only answer the question of fodder, but also the economic and the social aspects of our community. Like, how many people are employed in this farm who work on maybe on daily basis?
We have employed over 200 Kenyan youths. 200, that's, we are talking of direct employment. If I can go far, we have people, businessmen and women who are in business of selling silage. They have benefited also in one way or another. Juncao has created employment. Juncao has so far it has increased the milk for the farmers who have already bought silage from us. So people are getting enough milk. People are giving testimony on the how much difference Juncao has brought in their farm.
Now, for this silage, for how long can it be stored now when it's baled?
When you bale silage, it can stay from 2 to 3 years. It will be still fresh. And the storage purposes, you must store in a well ventilated area, in an area away from rodents. You see, Juncao grass silage smells very sweet, and rodents like the smell. So you must ensure wherever you have stored your silage, is free from rodents. Yes.
What is the cost of one bale?
Our silage, you are selling it per kg at 20 shillings per kg, and 1 kg is 20 shillings. So with a minimum of 1,000, you can get your bale.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bwana Wekesa, for taking your time to take us through the Juncao technology. We appreciate so much. I believe your farmers you learned, and that's why you have to keep tuned always to Kilimo Faida, because it's your home of factual agricultural information. Until next time, I was your host, Nicky Mani. See you in the farm.